got a guest here. We're in Allan Gardens at the protest G20. Do you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Gaetan Heroux. I'm a member of the Ontario Coalition Against Poverty, and I've worked in this neighborhood for the last 20 years.
Right, so we just heard John Clark speak, and he was talking a bit about the history of Allan Gardens. Is there some symbology to this location?
Oh yes, this park has a long history of resistance, going back, as John said, to the 1930s, when the unemployed were organizing in this park to get relief and to get work. And in the summer of 1933, as a matter of fact, there was a huge battle, a free speech battle that went on for almost a month. And every time that the ex-soldiers, many of them were ex-soldiers, would organize and get driven out of the park, they were promised to come back, and they came back, and eventually they won the right to gather in this park. It's very symbolic. In the mid-1960s, the neo-Nazis tried to organize in this park. Zundel's house is just down here. Over 5,000 people came out and drove them out of this park. It's known as the Allan Gardens riot. So a lot of history. During the Heroux years, this park was used on June 15th to mobilize and to march to Queen's Park. A safe park was set up. Lots and lots of history, this park, yes.
For real, and I guess I remember I heard you a few years ago giving a lecture about the history of Toronto, and you were even talking about, you even brought it back to like the 1800s and the family compact. And I guess, I was wondering, here in 2010, do you believe like the G20 is a modern day family compact?
Well, that's a good analysis, actually, because it's a small world, and the family compact is dining and wining and sleeping in five-star hotels for the next 3 days. So this is, yes, these are poor people. Although, when I was looking for that history, and there must have been poor people trying to resist back then, it's really hard to find that history. Toronto's first poorhouse was just down here during the 1837, that's when they built it. So it's really important to know that poor people have a long history of fighting for relief here, and also the fact that you say like these people are today, and that they try and pretend that everything is okay, while 5 minutes away thousands and thousands of people are living in extreme poverty, will not be tolerated by us.
For real, and it looks like we're moments away from the march. I guess, what are you expecting here on the march, and is there going to be a tent city coming up after?
I'm expecting a very loud, angry, militant march through the downtown core. If we're able to get to the fence, we'll go to the fence. But at the end of the march, I expect to take over a park. I expect people to set up tents and to take over the park and to be there throughout the G20 to remind people, but more importantly, so that we can talk to each other, right? And so that poor people can meet with each other and reaffirm that no, we will not suffer in silence.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Gaetan Heroux.